Hey guys, it's Marie Antoinette, Soul Specialist here for your Mental Health Monday. And this evening I'm going to be talking about being highly sensitive and some tips that you can take with you on how to deal with being highly sensitive. So I'm going to open up the space as well. Hey Rama, nice to see you online. I'm going to invite also tonight for questions if people want to. Hi, Tash and Michelle. I'm glad you've jumped online. So hopefully this is going to resonate with you guys tonight about sensitive people, because I've got 10 tips for people who are really sensitive to deal with things. Now, you might not even know that you're super sensitive, or maybe that you do, but a super sensitive person, I like to use this analogy, and I've used this analogy before in one of my videos, about the difference between a normal person and a sensitive person. When we get a paper cut, is the normal person will just have the paper cut and go ouch, and the sensitive person will feel like their arm has fallen off. So sensitive people feel things really, really deeply, and we're sensitive to noises and harsh environments. So the first thing, I've got top 10 things that you can do if you're a highly sensitive person, and I'm gonna post those up in the comments below when I'm finished so people can have a read of them. But I'm going to go through them with you now. And the first one is quit trying to be normal and just accept that you're a sensitive person. Now, I say that because I've seen it happen with other people, and I've done it too. And when I compare myself to other people, I think I'm a wimp. I think I'm, or maybe I'm allowing myself to be too vulnerable. But just accept the fact that you're sensitive and that you're different, that you're just different to other people. And it's okay to have that difference. So just accept it. So the second one is stop people pleasing. A lot of us sensitive people like to put other people first. We put ourselves last. We don't want to rock the boat. We want everything to go smoothly because we can't handle conflict, basically. And conflict is really something that we try to avoid. And in an effort to do that, we end up people pleasing. So quit that. Put yourself first, because you're sensitive and you have to put yourself first, because if you're not okay, you can't really be there for other people. That's number 2. Number 3 is get out to nature daily. It has to be daily, not weekly, not every fortnight, not once in a blue moon when it's holiday time, but daily. We need that grounding. We need to be out in the grass. Even if you don't have anything around you, live in a flat or something like that, go out to a local park every day. But do it mindfully. Take in, all the trees. Take a big deep breath and just really breathe in that nature's energy, because it will help you and it will ground you, especially because you're so sensitive. So number 4 is use an energetic protection, just as if you would a jacket. Sensitive people are harsh to other people. Are sensitive to people's emotions, to energies that are around. Like, you wouldn't go out into a blizzard without a jacket on, would you? Now, a sensitive person shouldn't really be going out without an energetic protection. You can Google stuff online. I have stuff that I use as well, but just basically doing an energetic protection or meditation in the morning would be really, really useful for you. It does help, and I always tell my clients or people that I know to experiment with it, like see if it is working for you or not. But I highly, highly suggest it. So number 5 is journal. Develop a relationship with yourself. Find out about yourself and what your sensitivities are. The reason why journaling can help you, especially when you reflect over your journal, is that you're going to be able to see what is it that's actually triggering your sensitivities off. So that can help you to be able to see, what your specific things are and what to avoid in the future. So number 6 is allow yourself to feel, and use the motto, what I feel I can heal, or what I'm feeling is healing. And that is because, if we're blocking our emotions or pushing it down, if we're super sensitive and we need to have a big cry, have a big cry, but tell yourself that it's going to be healing for you. We need to express all this stuff out instead of allowing it to block us up. Sensitive people will get more blocked up than other people because we're feeling things more deeply. So there's more levels of emotion sitting there. So we need to allow those to shift and clear out as well. So 7 is avoid negative, toxic people. Now, that isn't always easy. That's easier said than done, especially if you have some negative, toxic people in your family. But it is really harsh to super sensitive people. So it's much better if you can avoid them, or you can set some very clear boundaries with negative and toxic people. That's really good self-care for you. Okay, so 8 is avoid busy and hectic energies. Now that's going to be a bit difficult over Christmas time. Maybe just doing your daily shopping is going to be a bit of a hazard. But I know that some of us, and I've spoken to people sometimes who are really, really sensitive to, large crowds, busy, noisy environments, and they think something's wrong with them. The reality is, if we go back to number 1, just accept that you're sensitive and you're different, and you may need to adjust some of your shopping patterns, for example, or some days are going to be worse than others. So if you are feeling really super sensitive on that day, then basically stay out of those environments. Okay, so number 9 is don't watch the news. Super sensitive people are so sensitive to violence, to all these scare tactics and fear mongering and all that kind of stuff. So if people who are really sensitive are watching that stuff, it can really bring them down. It can really bring depression on, it can bring anxiety on, and it can bring lots of other things on. So be mindful of that. Not a lot of people I know watch it anymore, but if you do, just keep it in mind, especially if you're super sensitive. Okay, so number 10 is make sure you have some quiet downtime for you. It's seriously important. Now, I know people are really busy and they've got families and children and all that kind of stuff, and we always say, oh, I have to have some quiet downtime. I just want to stress the point of this, that for a super sensitive person, it's actually crucial. It's crucial because I actually have the ability to see energy, and sometimes when I'm scanning people and I'm doing a healing energy, I can see the chaotic energy around them. I can see where it's come from. I can see the stress. Now, super sensitive people, if we're allowing ourselves to build up, just think about it as gunk in your drain, say in your kitchen drain. Like if you don't clear it and you don't clean it, it just clogs and clogs and clogs. And super sensitive people have the danger of that happening if we don't do any of those other 9 things I just mentioned. So it's about cleaning house, keeping ourselves in a really tranquil state as much as possible. But having downtime is really, really important so that we can tune in and have a bit of a sense about what's going on for us and being able to clear that. So that was 10 tips for you guys if you're super sensitive on how to self-care. What I'm going to do, as I said before, is I'm going to put them in the comments so they're in written form for you. If you have any questions, please shoot them over to me. And as always, happy Mental Health Monday. See you guys.